Well, we are finally finished with yet another Mercury retrograde. The sun has moved into Aries. It is a fresh season. It is time for a fresh start. So let's begin again with the weekly readings that many of you have known from the past and loved. And my intuition was telling me, use the fairy deck. So that is what we are going to do. Timestamps are in the description. And let's keep it light. Let's keep it fun because you know what? We need that. All right, Aries, let's see what you need to know about your week ahead. Are you excited about your birthday season? Make sure you subscribe because your solar return reading is coming up soon to the channel, and I'm sure you don't want to miss that. All right, let's see what we have for you for the week ahead, March 22nd to the 28th. Oh, we have a little solitude going on here, Aries. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. Okay, so, yeah, you may need a moment to just kind of check in with yourself this week. Maybe it's time to reflect on your goals for your year ahead. It is your birthday season starting. So maybe you might want to do that. Maybe you just need a moment, to rest after all this intense energy we have been having. But let us see. Let's just pull a couple cards here and see what you need to know about this timeout. Everything's a metaphor, as we know. Okay, so let us see. Aries. Yeah, you need a moment to think. That's exactly what is going on here. Yeah, oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Look at this. So 4 swords, Queen of Swords. Okay, so there could be a decision that you are contemplating. And you may need 4 days of solitude, 4 hours, maybe just 4 minutes, considering you're an Aries. I would hope it'd be a little longer than 4 minutes, though. But yeah, you could be contemplating some sort of decision in regards to some important conversation you want to have with someone. Someone close to you maybe needs to hear something, and you're trying to figure out how you can approach them and say it to them. And there might also be some sort of decision you're contemplating about a friendship group or a way to move forward in manifesting a wish. So, this just says, really, you do need time to clarify. It's double swords here. Exactly what you need to decide, when you need to decide it by, and how you can feel spiritually settled about that decision. I think that really is the key here for you. So, doesn't mean your whole week is going to be in solitude. It just means you do need time to contemplate. And there could be something also, I'm getting a buzz, that you may need to accept or decide to accept that you just need to release it. You may need to just surrender it. This 4 swords is an interesting card here. Surrender it to the universe. And be like, you know what? Maybe the decision I need to make here is that if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I need to maybe try to let go of trying to control an outcome. So that's another way to look at these particular energies. All right, Taurus, let's get an energy for your week ahead, March 22nd to the 28th. So the moon will be in your sign at the very start of the week. So that's a good time to kind of recenter yourself, focus on yourself, especially on Sunday, the 22nd. There may be something you need to take care of for yourself. All right, let's see what you need to know. Taurus. Ooh, we have a little believing in magic. Love it. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of the Northern Lights says you are part of nature, so you are magical too. Yes, you are an earth sign. You are part of nature. So there could be something here in the week ahead. Let's pull a couple tarots where your belief in magic is restored. Your belief in your own power, your own magic is restored or affirmed for you in some way. Okay, so let's see what we need to know about that for you. Taurus. I love that card. Those beautiful colors. I love that indigo and that teal. Believe in magic. Bobo is assisting. I love when cats like lay an egg like that. That's what I call it when they tuck their tuck their arms under themselves. It looks like they're laying an egg. Are you laying a golden egg? Let's see. Oh, you might be. Here's the wheel. I don't know why I'm using this. I keep knocking the thing over. All right, 5 of Swords. Interesting. Okay. So there could be something going on here where there is some discord in terms of trust and faith versus arguments with yourself, arguments with the universe. Daytime anxiety is what I call the 5 of Swords. So this is the thing, right? It's believe in magic. You have always the power to choose. Absolutely. So which one of these are you going to choose? You could be stressing yourself out over timing instead of trusting the timing of your life with this wheel that is going on here. I feel like something is this close to shifting and changing for you, and it's your own mental energy that just needs a check-in, right? It just needs like, okay, like, let me just calm down for a moment, and not stress myself out. I mean, Taurus is usually pretty calm, but you know what I'm saying. Anybody can have daytime anxiety, as I like to call it. But yes, it can just be, let me kind of get my own head on straight and affirm and believe in the benevolence and the magic of the universe, that when the timing is right, the wheel will turn. So there could be some good news that is on the way for you. And, Beach, the feeling I'm getting here is our thoughts create things, right? That old manifestation expression. The magic of your own self-belief, your own thoughts. So just pay attention to that this week. Are you choosing faith or are you choosing fear with what you want to have happen in the week ahead? And, how can you maybe make a powerful shift in your consciousness with what you're telling yourself about a certain situation and how it might unfold? It might unfold a lot more easily and magically, to work with the metaphor, than you are currently thinking. And that's like something to look at, I think, in the week ahead. All right, Gemini, let's see what you need to know about your week ahead, March 22nd to the 28th. Let us see. Gemini. Are you guys getting excited for Uranus going back in your sign at the end of April? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Ooh, we have friendship. Okay, let's see what this says. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. Okay. So yes, a friendship could be in the frame in the week ahead. Maybe that is a message you need to spend time with your friends or get out there and make new friends. So be a better friend to yourself. I mean, everything's a metaphor. I just don't want the cat to lay on the keyboard. He's very large and in charge. All right, let us see. Friendship, Gemini. Yeah, I'm just kind of getting a vibe of like being your own best friend. Like, have you been supporting your own wishes? Really? Like, that's a very strong vibe I'm getting right now. Okay, let us see. The moon card. Some of you have not been supporting your own wishes. That is what I found. And Bobby got up for that. Like, he's like, pay attention, Gemini. Page of Swords. Okay, so this is a big mindset shift for you. Okay, so currently, yes, you may be dwelling in doubts and fears. It could also be about a friendship. I mean, I'm going to read this 2 ways because you're Gemini and you get 2 interpretations. Okay, the first thing is mindset shift. The Page of Swords is here. So yes, it can be starting to be more alert to how you speak to yourself, how you affirm yourself, how you are a good friend to yourself, because this is your energy. This can go back to inner child stuff because it's the page showing up here. So is there some way, and we all do this, right? I mean, I would say 99% of us because of, childhood programming and all sorts of stuff, what are the ways in which, yes, you are speaking to yourself that is old programming? And that is, a script that maybe you're affirming and running that is based in doubts, fears, and lack. And there could be something here from childhood. And again, cutting that off and making that stand of, you know what? Yeah, I have been doing that. I'm not being as good a friend to myself as I could. The moon is in your sign, I think Monday and Tuesday of the week ahead. So this can be coming up around then, especially since we got the moon card here. So there could be something even outside that kind of triggers this, like a conversation. It could be a conversation you have with yourself, but also somebody could say something to you, maybe even a frenemy, somebody you thought was a friend. And you're like, wait a minute, why are they saying that to me? That kind of hurt my feelings. So there could be something like that too, but it makes you examine also how you speak to yourself. But, and here's my second interpretation, it can also be that there's something here where you realize that a friendship is not healthy for you, that there's a toxic dynamic in which there's digs. Maybe they make you doubt yourself through the things that they say and communicate. Maybe they infantilize you, they treat you like a child, that type of thing. They talk down to you. There could be something like that going on also. So it could be like, the page has got a sword raised. It can just be, you know what, I'm going to make a decision to perhaps, leave this behind. So I would just say, use this moment to really check in with yourself with these types of energetic themes. Always, if something resonates, apply it to your life. If it doesn't, then go watch a different sign in this video. Because maybe your moon sign, your rising might resonate more. All right, Cancer, let's see what you need to know about your week ahead. March 22nd through the 28th, an energetic theme that might be coming out for you. Cancers, let us see. All right, we have precious time. The fairy of time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. Okay, so being very acutely aware of schedules. Are you allocating enough time for self-care, for yourself, your relationships? What are you investing your time in? So the week ahead, yes, the preciousness of time, that theme could be brought home to you quite a bit. All right, let us see what we need to know about that. Let's pull a few tarots and see. Cancer, what do we need to know about that for you? Ace of Coins. Oops. Left one on the table. Oh, and the Star. Okay. So what this is saying to me is there is something new you want to begin. There's something you want to invest your energy in. Okay, with this Ace of Coins that is showing up here. And it could be very transformative to your life with this Star card here. It could bring you on a whole new healing trajectory. Aces for me are always about the self. It's number one. So this really is about making time, I think, to take care of yourself. Now, this could be literal with your physical body, but it could also be a spiritual thing. It could also be a financial thing, since we got the coin that is showing up here. So are you making time to do what you need to do to get yourself on a path that is aligned for you in whatever way you need to heal, grow, sustain, replenish, refresh your life? And that's going to mean different things to different people. But this week ahead might be a good time for you to plant that seed that can help you start a whole new healing growth path for yourself. The moon is in your sign this week, more toward the middle end of the week. So that might be your time, your signal to do so. We're coming off of this new moon in Pisces, which I've already done videos about on the channel. You can check them out, which we just had on the 18th. So, this toward the end of this week is a good time to plant a seed in the ways that I have mentioned. So the other thing to think about here with this energy is to understand and acknowledge to yourself that whatever seed you are planting, whatever you are committing to, possibly this week, it's going to probably take some time. You want something to grow deep roots. You want it to be healing. You want it to open up a new path. And that doesn't always happen overnight, you know? So this is an important reminder of that, and to make sure that it is very aligned with your values of whatever this seed is, and does nurture you in some significant way. All right, Leos, let's tune in for you for an energetic theme for March 22nd through the 28th. Leos, let us see. Leos. We have come together. Fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps get the job done. Okay, so remember, everything's a metaphor. This could be working with your spirit team and spirit guides. Yes, this could be working with your family to get something done, or a group at work. So apply the energies to your life, whatever resonates for you. Okay, so let us see. Let's pull a couple tarots and see what you need to know. So there could be something that is going to require some effort this week. And maybe instead of thinking you have to do it all yourself, maybe it's time to ask for a little help. Just a suggestion. Just a suggestion. All right, let's see. Let's see. Leo. The moon. And the 7 of coins. Okay. So yeah, I mean, there could be something here where you're just really not sure if the particular effort is going to be worth it. So the vibe I'm getting here is that this is going to be more of an evaluative consult or conversation to have. Not so much that you're going to be actually doing things like I was saying here, many hands make light work. I feel like, and it's because of the tarot that's coming out here, this moon card, right? Like there's something you're still unclear about emotionally, maybe related to home and family also because of the moon. And there's something has been in process and in progress here with this 7 of coins, but there is a pause in the action. And why is there a pause? Because we're unsure of what to do next. So that's why I'm feeling like if you're unsure of what to do next, instead of staying in the dark, you know, sometimes having a conversation, coming together with somebody who you trust and talking it through, it can be absolutely the best thing. It doesn't mean you have to do everything they suggest or whatever, but just being able to get out of the cul-de-sac fog of your own mind to help you assess something clearly and practically, the 7 of coins, like it can be very, very helpful. So that is what I would suggest here with whatever you've got going on, to get that clarity. I don't think there's anything you need to actually act on this week, but I do think there's something you are contemplating decision-wise, but it's just not clear in your own mind yet. And that's where other people could help you with that. All right, Virgos, let's see what you need to know for the week of March 22nd through the 28th, an energetic theme, a vibe for the Virgos. Let us see. Bobby is assisting. 1, please. Let us see what we have for you, Virgo. We have wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. Yeah, don't waste your wishes. Use them wisely. It's reminding me of like those, like folk tales, fairy tales, childhood stories and stuff where, you know, they get the lamp that they can wish on, and then they waste like 2 of their wishes for whatever reason because they're so overwhelmed, you know, and they're like, oh my God. And, you know, they wish for something like silly. And then they're down to like 1 wish, you know? So wish wisely, Virgo. Let us see what we need to know about that with the tarot. Now that Bobby has vacated the premises. I love cats so much. They are just my favorite. Okay, let us see. Virgo. Yeah, 3 of Swords. Interesting. I was just talking about 3 wishes. And we got a 3 of Swords. Oh, and then we have the card of the 9 of Cups. Interesting. Okay, you might be nervous about wishing because maybe you've been disappointed before. But here's the thing too. This is being satisfied. This is like, oh, I just had a great meal. I'm full. Like everything I ate was so amazing, you know? And for that moment, you are satisfied. For that evening out at the beautiful restaurant, you are satisfied. But what happens the next day and the day after that? Right? Wishes fulfilled, making wishes like this is more than just I want a good meal. And that's what I think this wish wisely is about. Okay? It's not just about momentary satisfaction. It's about something longer term and maybe a bigger wish. And maybe again, that makes you nervous because if you wish for something too big and you get disappointed, it hurts, right? The 3 of Swords. So that's what I would say here. Like looking at your own capacity to wish and to manifest. And are you selling yourself too short in what you are wishing for because of past disappointments? Which again, nobody blames you for that. Of course not, right? But there could also be for some of you the distinction between a fleeting satisfaction versus fulfillment. Right? If something that lasts a lot longer than, to work with my metaphor, a meal at a beautiful restaurant. So that's what I would say this week. Like tune in with that. Tune in with yourself. Have a moment to like really think about your goals and what you're asking for, what you're wishing for. And is your dream big enough? Are your wishes big enough? And do they result in, or would you like them to result in fulfillment rather than just temporary satisfaction? All right, Libras, let's see what you need to know for the week ahead, March 22nd through the 28th. Libras. Let us see. Oh, we have some wisdom for you. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Very wise, Libra. Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. What's your inner fairy wisdom? Let me know in the comments. Let's see what the tarot has to say about that. Okay. So you could be giving advice. You could be receiving advice. You could be listening to your spirit guides, your inner fairy wisdom in the week ahead. Let us see what you need to know about that, Libras. Libras. All right, let us see. Oh, look what we're getting, the High Priestess. Very, very inner wise guide showing up here. And a 10 of Cups. Okay, so whichever way it's going here, whether you're giving the wisdom or you're receiving the wisdom, life-changing sounds a little over the top. I would say maybe life-affirming. Like, there is something going on here where, as I said, who's ever dispensing the advice or receiving it, it helps them really shift a paradigm, I think. It helps them see the brighter side of their situation. This, to me, is very affirming of somebody deeply listening to you or you to them and realizing that happiness, it's like gratitude, right? This 10 of Cups is what I'm feeling. Being grateful for where you are at, or getting that insight that helps you make sense of something and just, again, emphasizes that connection you have with that person you're giving the advice to, that you feel seen, validated, heard, or vice versa. And it could be a family matter as well with the 10 of Cups showing up here. But also just shows you there is a brighter day ahead. There is, happiness coming. There's just some sort of maybe shift in perspective or taking some good advice that can lead you there. So I think this is very affirming and very lovely energy. And this is something having some sort of, private conversation. This is like, not everybody is privy to it. It could be, again, you ask somebody something in confidentiality, or they ask it of you, like, please don't share this with other people. Like, just keep it between us. I mean, maybe they're sharing something very deep with you. Like, I'm not saying a deep, dark secret, but maybe something that has been secretly weighing on them in some way. And they really know you are wise, or again, vice versa. And that you will help them see the perspective they need to make a positive change and lead them to fulfillment and happiness. That's, that they can change their situation, or you can change your situation just by having that person who will listen. And the High Priestess too, it's like this sense of confidentiality, I feel, is paramount here. Okay, so whether, again, like if you're getting the info, please honor that. And the same thing, if you're saying something to somebody, make sure they are trustworthy and you know that they are not going to be blabbing all over the place what you just told them. But I feel like, this 10 of Cups is so affirming here that getting that feedback could really bring about a beautiful healing and change of heart and attitude. All right, Scorpios, let's see what you need to know about your week ahead, March 22nd to the 28th. Scorpio. Yes, the cat is here. If you see this little black thing moving, that's the cat's ear. Let's see. All right, Scorpio. There he is again. All right, we have Flourish. The Lotus Flower Fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. Okay. So, of course, the lotus flower grows in mud, grows in the detritus, grows in difficulty, but yet it blossoms, right? So that's why it's saying here, it tells you to learn from experience and shed your light on any unclear areas of your life. So there could be some, energy of contemplation this week, but you could also, like, I'm feeling more like you're going to get an affirmation from the universe in some way, or a message from the universe that the trials and tribulations you have recently been through, that mud, in other words, like something beautiful is going to start blossoming from it. It may start blossoming this week, or you'll just get the feeling it's coming soon. But that's kind of the vibe I am getting. If you hear noises, the cat is now playing with his toys. Okay, let's see. Let us see, Scorpio, what you need to know. All right, Scorpio. Yeah, look, we got the Death card. There's the trials and tribulations, but then there's the Knight of Swords. So something very swiftly changes about your mindset, about what you went through, about the changes, the closing out of chapters, the new beginnings that are getting ready to happen for you. They're on their way. The thing too with the Knight of Swords, there could be a very quick communication. There could be something surprising coming in that you learn about, that you know about, an email, something you read, something you see, a text message, there could be something like that also coming in this week that I feel is an invitation to change in some way. It's the beginning seed, in other words, of this lotus flower blossoming out of the mud, of the ending of the chapter, of the changes, the Death card that is showing up here. This is Plutonian, right? It's Pluto. That's your ruling planet, which is going on here with this Death card. So it can be like, that's what I feel like, the sword energy here is interesting because swords cut things away. They draw lines in the sand, right? It's like very clear, like that was then, this is now. So it can be that type of energy you are seeing this week as well, right? That helps you put this situation in perspective. As the card was saying, shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life. I don't think you're going to be unclear after this week with this Knight of Swords charging in here. You may have been unclear up to this point why this change had to happen, what was going on with this, why, you know how we are, right? Scorpio energy, we're always asking why. Well, why did that happen? Why did they think that? What and why did that manifest, et cetera, right? So I think you're going to be able to make sense because there's more information coming. Mercury's finally direct. Thank God, right? So there is a shift. There is a movement in communication, in thought processes, in energy that will help, I think, move you forward and dispel doubts and help you start planting that seed for that beautiful lotus flower to blossom. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what you need to know about your week ahead, March 22nd to the 28th. Saggies, energy vibe. Ooh, look at this pretty card. Inspiration, beautiful. Be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. Okay, that's so fun. Okay, so yes, there could be a beautiful moment for you in the week ahead of feeling inspired. And of course, the word inspire is all about the breath. It has its etymological roots, like where the word came from, associated with the breath. So there could be a deep breath you are taking. There could be a sigh. There could be a, so pay attention to your breath in the week ahead as a metaphor. All right, let us see what you need to know. What's inspiring you this week? What's breathing new life in you? That's really the vibe, isn't it? We're in the spring season. Sorry, people down under. I know every time I use Northern Hemisphere, everybody down under gets mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I'm sorry. I live in the Northern Hemisphere. Okay. So yes, it could be like the breath of spring air, the refreshment. All right, let us see. We have a 6 of coins and the judgment. Okay, interesting. Talk about breath, like blowing the horn. It takes a lot of lung power, right, to be blowing a horn. All right. So I think this can be about you taking a moment to breathe and giving yourself that gift of a moment to center yourself and make some sort of decision that does inspire you, that excites you, that gets you motivated. There could be a compliment from someone. This is beautiful energy, this 6 of coins. This is something tangible. This is a sign from the universe, a compliment from someone. You gifting yourself a moment to just breathe and center yourself. It could be all of the above. That allows you to, I think, make some interesting decision about maybe a new direction you want to go in, something new you want to pursue. Maybe deciding I'm going to sign up for that art class that I finally want to take, or, I'm finally going to make a decision about investing my time and energy in something that's more aligned for me in some way. Maybe I'm going to make a decision about volunteering for a cause I really believe in, right? That inspires you. So any of these types of things, the wind beneath your wings, the angel here, the trumpet, the inspiration, the new life, spring. So giving yourself that gift of doing something new for yourself that lights up your spirit, that makes you feel alive. All right, Capricorn, let's see what you need to know about your week ahead. March 22nd through the 28th. Capricorn. Let us see Capricorn. All right. What do we have here? We have some protection. All right. What's going on there? The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. Okay. So you may need a little spiritual cleansing this week. Maybe some of you need to break out the obsidian or the black tourmaline. Maybe you need to sage or smudge your workplace or your living quarters. Maybe if you light a certain type of candle, maybe there's something like that. That's all. We do have to be aware of our spiritual hygiene practices. I mean, that's part of just being human. It's a good idea to every now and again check in with that and make sure, that your aura, your boundaries, everything is sealed, so to speak, protected. I mean, you can also just visualize white light around you. Whatever you feel you need to do, just as a check-in with yourself, just as a reinforcement. That's all. We're not saying there's anything negative here. It's just kind of a reinforcement of your boundaries. Your emotional and spiritual boundaries is kind of, and energetic boundaries is what I am feeling. Okay, so let us see. Let us see what you need to know, Capricorn, about that energy. All right, let us see. Because a lot of times, this type of thing, or feeling the need to it, or if you feel like there's a lot of evil eye around you, it's usually because something good is happening for you. And especially if you're in the public eye in some way, or people know that something good recently happened to you, there can sometimes be shade, evil eye, like these types of things that energetically try to come at you. But again, you can protect yourself. It's because Capricorns are so successful, right? That's really what it is. Yeah, Ace of Wands. Okay, and the Lovers that are showing up here. So Gemini energy, the communication. So I'm feeling like saying something out loud and affirming that you are safe and protected. Your energy is safe and protected. And also taking some sort of physical action with this Ace of Wands here. This is fire. So this could be some sort of protection candle, and you don't have to go out and buy a protection candle. I mean, just take a candle and set the intention with that candle that when you light it, any type of negative energy around you is going into the flame, etc. I'm no expert in these types of things, but you can make your own rituals. Like you do not need to, buy certain things or whatever. So much is about intention, right? So that's what I feel here. Like there are two things I would suggest, and these are just suggestions. You light a candle, affirm, and it's also a club. Notice this is a club. And again, that is an item, an energy of a boundary. Like don't come. Like I got the candle. I got the candle burning here. And then this Gemini energy, right, which is our communications. So we communicate with love. There's no need, right? It's the Lovers here. There's no need to be rude or whatever we're saying, right? But we set the intention that we are loved and protected always. And say it out loud, write it down, put it under your candle. I mean, whatever you want to do. But I also feel, I'm just going to say this, I feel that there is either this week or maybe the week after something that beautifully is going to come into your world. I mean, this is gorgeous energy. It's probably related to your work. And I do feel that there may be jealousy around that because an opportunity is coming to you and not to somebody else who thinks they should have it. And I just also want to add to that is sometimes the best protection you can have is to put up a boundary, Ace of Wands, against communicating and telling people certain things. So that's another way to look at that energy, Capricorn. All right, Aquarius, let's see what you need to know. Your week ahead, March 22nd through the 28th. Aquarius, let us see. We have fairy spotting. It is time to go fairy spotting. It's said that seeing is believing, but in fact, the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. So this is a shift in consciousness, right? This is like the whole manifestation mindset thing. Oh, I'll believe it when I see it. Okay. Or how about because I believe it, I will see it. Right? Okay. So there could be something going on with that, like having just a mindset shift about something you're trying to manifest. And realizing that, yeah, maybe you've been affirming the negative, or you've got to think differently about it in order for it to come on in. All right, so let us see. Aquarius, what do you need to know about that energy? We have a 7 of Wands and we have a Knight of Cups. That is very interesting. Okay. So we do have energy of resistance, 7 of Wands. We have energy of battling. We have energy of, I'm going to fight to the death for this. I am just investing so much energy into feeling like this thing is a struggle. It's a battle, so to speak. Again, everything's a metaphor here. We don't mean literally, but we could feel it's us against the world, chip on my shoulder, like these types of feelings about something you're trying to manifest, okay? Not you personally, but something you're trying to manifest. But here's the key to this whole thing is the Knight of Cups, which is about the flow, the welcoming. And I like to say about the Knight of Cups that he or she offers their cup to the world. So this is very protective. This is defensive. That's the word I was looking for. This 7 of Wands. They're not offering anything to the world. They're trying to keep the world away from them. So there could be something here, not that we give to get, but there could just be something about being more in the flow of energy, into the flow of giving and receiving. Your vibe attracts your tribe. What you put out, you get back. Like these types of things. Because these energies are really kind of diametrically opposed. So that is what I would say here, like this shift from, I'll believe it when I see it, which is can be very 7 of Wandsy, to, I believe this wholeheartedly. And therefore, I am going to hold it in my hand like this beautiful chalice. I will be receiving this because I believe in it so strongly. I know it's not in my hand quite yet, but it's coming. I can almost feel that cup in my hand that it's coming, like I'm vibrating. It's coming right into me, right? You see, okay? Again, defensive posture, blocking with this wand, with the 7 of Wands, open, receptive, ready for their cup to be filled. Very different energy. So again, related to your mindset around what you're trying to manifest. Always your choice how you want to use the energies. And Pisces, let's see what you need to know for the week ahead, March 22nd through the 28th. Pisces, did you set an intention for your new moon that we just had? Are you glad that we're out of Mercury retrograde in your sign? I mean, Mercury's still in your sign, but how did you do with everything, Pisces? Let me know in the comments. All right, let us see. Pisces, what do we got here? Ooh, we have a celebration. Get ready to let your hair down, Pisces, and celebrate. It's time to go out to dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. Love that for you. Okay, let us see what we need to know for you about that. Let us see what the tarot has to say. Pisces. Let us see. Gorgeous. 10 of Cups. And the Fool. Oh my gosh. Okay. So there could be some sort of emotional reunion, emotional reconnection. Could be family related, of course, with the 10 of Cups, or just somebody you consider like family. But this Fool here, there might be a little bit of a travel involved. Now, of course, the current global situation is a little dicey, with the traveling and the things going on. So this does not have to be some like major travel. It can just be, a little day trip or something like that. It could just be finally I'm getting out of the house. But also, this might be a house party. It's possible that you get invited to, something like that. It could also be some sort of community event, being with a group of people. Again, you consider them your spirit family. And there's something of like a performance involved, hanging out with your theater group, something like that, going to support people who do community theater. Like that's just an example, but you get my point. Because there's something here, you know, the Uranian energy of the Fool card, inventive, creative, and also just very, you know, heart chakra wide open. I mean, look, wide open, wide open. Like there's something very beautiful here about whatever this invitation is. Very heart-centered, very hanging out with people who get you. It's this type of vibe. But yes, there might be something where there is a little bit of they're like travel is what I'm feeling. But for some of you, it could be the internet too, honestly, with this Uranus energy, which rules technology. So it could be like finally all of us are hanging out on Zoom. Maybe you're taking a class, you know, that you've been wanting to take for a long time, and you're so happy you're celebrating it because you finally feel like you're with people who get what you want to learn and study about and talk about. It might just even be a social group that finally everybody's meeting on Zoom, whatever it might be. Okay. But this is gorgeous, beautiful energy, expansive, like everybody's heart chakras aligning, like happy. It's beautiful. So, and I do feel there's something here where you could be celebrating seeing somebody you haven't seen in a very long time. Now, will you see them this week? I mean, sure, that's possible. Maybe it's just that the conversation is had and the plan gets made to see them maybe in a couple of weeks. Okay. But this is an energy theme that may be percolating for you in the week ahead. Thank you so much for joining me for your episode of Coffee and Cosmos today, looking at the energies of March 22nd through the 28th. And thank you also for your hypes, your comments, your likes, your shares of the video. Really, really appreciate it. And special thanks to all the channel members as well. Really appreciate your support. And yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on with you. We just came through one of the most gnarly Mercury retrogrades in a while. How are you feeling now that we are on the other side of it? What are you looking forward to in the week ahead? I would love to hear. And yes, if you are in the 50 percentile of people who watch and are not subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss any future videos, because there are a lot more on the way. And as I said, I'm starting up our weekly schedule once again. Love you guys. Take care. I will see you again soon. Stella Wilde, signing out.